GM,
Yeah.
how are we doing today?
I would say good.
Yeah.
All right, what time is it? 8:30 a.m. is non-farm payrolls.
Correct. Yeah.
What is it, like 7 a.m. EST right now? Well, DT or whatever.
I think it's 8:30 US Eastern.
All right. Current time, New York City. Yeah, that's 7 a.m. Oh, we tapped the 113K already. Just shy of the initial high. Time to share screen. I think what I'll do is just hey, Michael.
Yeah. 1 second. I had something wrong with my internet. Yeah, we can see your screen now, man.
Nice. Wait, you are home or office?
But then me?
Because you got a place now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you work from home or office?
Yeah, I work from home. There's some issue with my internet this weekend. I'm getting cut every like 30 or 40 minutes trying to fix this.
Interesting. I mean, off stream, I can help with that.
Okay.
All right. I think it's pretty good to start off with the nice bounce that we had from yesterday, because obviously going into today, and well, usually they front run it by like a day. Usually around like launch, which is like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. New York time. The big funds and the boomers are essentially like, all right, we're probably short the market a little too much or long the market a little too much, and they start to essentially take profit and then roll off a lot of that open collateral, open positioning. That is essentially the current result of this bounce. Although we did have about 100 or maybe 200 mil that was bought back at like market prices from the low. This movement in the CBD and the bid depth and the impact on price and the volume actually tells you it was a legit buyer. So someone bought 100 mil around the low. So that's pretty important context. Meaning also they're probably the same buyer that continues to kind of chase price. You see like these limit bids that increase with the bounce. Key context. I don't know if it's an ETF buyer or if it's Sailor, maybe. Other than that, it's good contextual like evidence that there's actually a buy behind this move. Besides, obviously, the positioning change. That is all longs. What the fuck? What are they doing? It's like what, 2K and 2K BTC and longs, like aping between here, like 11.5, 111.5 and 113K. I mean, if non-farm payrolls is like not super bullish for market, then those longs are definitely going to get wrecked. But it would also be the sweep you want to buy, because essentially no matter what, since the Fed pivot again, they're essentially gonna cut. It's just a matter of like when and how, I suppose. Other than that, I mean, it looks good in terms of just price action. Which channel am I going to use? It's like set. Yeah, Richard.
Yeah, GM.
What do you think of my new trend indicator?
That's I was gonna ask you how did you crafted this, because it looks pretty fascinating. I use similar ones, but 12 and 21 fast EMAs with like color coding as well. But it looks pretty similar to me. It's actually dope.
Yeah, I mean, you basically nailed it. I was testing essentially yesterday. So the trend is basically the 50 EMA. I developed it for like 4 hour, but you can actually use it on any chart. So if I go to like, I'll go to,
And it's like color coded based off your systematic triggers as well. Such as the era sign, this touch.
Yeah, it's color coded by basically bar closes above or below the 50 EMA.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, but like on the one day, it's like super good as well.
Super clean.
Yeah. I'm gonna release these probably this weekend as well to the container people.
Oh, I can't wait to to backtest a little bit on a different time frames.
I have some pretty sick ones. Like I want to save this testing. So this is another thing I'm testing as well. Wait, is that Michael's mic?
Probably, yeah. Or keyboard.
Yeah. Do you mind muting?
Yeah, sorry.
The background is. Thanks, man. So this is a cool one. This is primarily for high time frame. So you essentially have the 200. It does have 4 hour at the moment. I'm going to change that. But it's basically, so the lower band is a band deprived of the 200 and the 300 AMA. It's like a long or high time frame, pretty easy to say. High time frame, this trend is extremely important. So it's basically like the market's bottom or market resistance per se. And then you have essentially the same like market trend band or ribbon, whatever you want to call it, that I used above earlier. So you get like your initial trend, right, which the market follows like very well. Then you get kind of like the market floor, because every time we've tested it, it was like free money essentially.
Super clean and accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, and we can basically see like once we flipped it, which was June 2023, that was like basically the shift in market.
To me, it looks like it must be lining up pretty closely with the 50-week EMA. I think it's just because
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then I was developing a RSO OBV. I get it mixed up.
Damn. Wow.
It seems pretty good. Like, I mean, the signals aren't like absolutely exact, but like it usually tells you buying it like for the absolute like bottom. But I mean, this one was pretty good. This one was like decent. Told you to buy like here essentially, which was the last low. And then like the sells are a little too early as well, usually initially. So yeah, but I mean, you can use it as like take profit, which is what I plan to use. So like let's say from this signal, assuming it caught the low, right? Then this one, let's say like the wick, that's still like a 34% move, which is
brilliant.
Good.
Is it hard? Is it possible to custom alert, or to apply custom alerts, for instance, for the OBV? Just so you don't, if you are a higher time frame player, you not necessarily see that the screens every day. You can just I don't know, set up something and look back on this when it fires, the alert. That must be pretty useful.
Maybe. I mean, that's more of a like TRDR type thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could talk to the guy behind that to create something that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to kind of comment on like the current trend. We'll go back to main. So in terms of 4-hour, we're basically flipping at the moment. That's like super important. As well as on the 1 day, we're essentially retesting it from the underside, as well as we have a massive catalyst today, being non-farm payrolls or just labor market data in general. And they're expected to get revised up, that I read from one of the ex-Fed people, which I think makes sense because they want a reason to cut, right? But they want a soft landing. So they want to cut into a soft landing, and they're going to do fucking everything in their power to orchestrate that as like cleanly as possible. Because I mean, obviously the cat's out of the bag in terms of them essentially controlling narratives, essentially, right? So we kind of know that it's more so they're trapped, right? They have to cut in terms of saving labor market and businesses. If they don't cut, they basically wreck labor market and businesses sooner than later, right? But because they cut, and we also see like obviously prices increasing because of tariffs, and the tariff issue hasn't been solved as a whole yet. That's going to lift inflation and prices for probably like 6 months or something like that. So until like end of year, which means things will run pretty hot until then, and then they'll fall off probably into like next year. They'll probably try to claim that's like soft landing or something like that. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. The only thing that I'm looking at really in like the long term is the extremities. Like, are we gonna destroy the economy, right? And if not, is growth going to return? So if growth returns, everything goes up. If growth doesn't return and things get nasty, everything goes down, basically. That's basically like all I'm looking at.
Yeah, like
in terms of like macro.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, navigating between the soft landing and just keeping their credit is just a nightmare for also traders to kind of adjust every now and then for this. So we can see this.
Yes, true. You brought up a good point, actually.
As well as but I'm sure you also want to touch on what gold was producing as the biggest asset.
Oh yeah, gold's been like up only since.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the U.S. Treasury has actually. This is like one of the things. U.S. Treasury buys $2 billion of its own debt. They've been increasing the amount of short-term debt that they're buying, as well as they've been buying long-term as well. So now we know they're basically doing yield curve control. So that they're essentially artificially, they're like deeming like an artificial mandate essentially for yield, like trying to cap both yields so it doesn't destroy them in terms of like the interest payments on their long-term debt, as well as like for short-term debt or short-term yields. They're trying to lower that quickly, as well as cuts. So then it stimulates the economy, stimulates growth and stuff like that. So then they avoid a dramatic slowdown because of tariffs, because business activities like dropped off quite a bit. So they're trying to already orchestrate the soft landing, I think, honestly. We can also see it in the dollar chart, which is why it's been like very weak. Like, I mean, it's barely moved in ages, especially when there was like, even though previously, right, whenever there was something inflationary, right, the dollar would rip. This time it didn't, and I think that's like a keynote. Instead, right, like you mentioned before, gold has been ripping like massively. I mean, gold, this is actually a really big move for gold, to be honest. Yeah, it's already at 7%. That's massive. In a matter
Well,
of what,
when
like a
was the
week, 2 weeks?
monthly open? So I'm just trying to see the. Yeah, it's almost like 6%, I think, from monthly open. Oh no, sorry. Okay, I overlooked. Okay.
To okay, call it 3%.
Yeah.
It's not the- it's been rallying since the pivot.
Correct.
I haven't even looked at yields as well. Yeah, 30-year. 30-year down since Tuesday. Wait, Wednesday. Wait, what occurred on Wednesday which caused yields to drop? Was that the auction?
On Wednesday.
Wednesday. No, it was Jolts. Right, that makes sense. But yeah, because openings was a huge miss. And quits was higher than they expected, about the same as last month. So it basically means like labor market weakness a little bit more than they expected. That makes sense. 20-year would be down as well. They're all down. Okay, we're about 3.5%. That's around where I don't remember which stream it was, but that's important. Like being around 3.5%, I think, is like where the Fed wants to be in terms of like policy. So it's like important. Which also would be bullish for equities, which is why they ripped as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
definitely going to release this trend. This is clean as fuck.
Yeah, post jolts, I think, also the yields just, kind of dropped because ever since they were running up.
I wonder if people have like realized though that everything that they buy is probably going to get more expensive because of the dollar. I mean, I assume that they know like everything they're buying is going to get more expensive, right? At least like temporarily.
Yeah, correct. I think
Right.
like going into, I think it's in like 1.5 weeks or so. The next FOMC meeting could be like pretty much. I really wanna just pin the date and look how market trades post and pre that event. I think we have every reason to kind of have that as a flipping point.
Yeah, I can do that right now. Let's have a look at the date. This month. Oh yeah, we have PPI, CPI next week. I think we probably move into that, get a hot print, get some kind of puke, and then it gets bought up again. I guess it's the 17th.
The FOMC,
17th of September. Yeah.
16th, I guess, or something. 17th.
Wednesday, 17th.
Oh yeah, okay.
What time? Actually, I check the time. It will be 2 p.m.
Oh yeah. At least
2 p.m.
the
17th.
And at the bottom of the hour, the press conf. I do have a pretty nice FOMC study I'm going to share with you, or probably drop into resources in Cantina, because I think from 2023 I've I have created a PPT, like a scenario analysis for all FOMCs and all the preceding 3 days price action, basically from weekly open into FOMC. It's just I always just scroll.
Oh yeah, it's always leading.
Yep. Yeah.
So what you want to include actually from that is the Sunday, which is CME opening.
Oh, right.
because they tend to front run. Like the positioning starts the Sunday before like F1's here. Like I think like previous times they had some gaps on the Bitcoin pair. Because obviously 24/7 market, so the market like moves up. Ether's up 2.8% compared to Bitcoin.
Nice.
Okay, so we have like a equal low situation. Interesting. That's important. We're also trying to flip the monthly open. Obviously, the risk here is if it fails, these lows are 100% fucked, and they get run to like probably 4K. I think probably higher. To be honest, I think like there's more at stake towards things going up. More reason. That's also my bias, so I could be wrong. Other than that, this looks almost good. I mean, we don't have a confirmation on. Also, this is a RSI and MFI combined indicator.
Okay, so okay, so I didn't see on your X post the MFI. Yeah. Is it also custom built or available?
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah,
Okay.
custom. This is custom as well. It's Stotch RSI and MFI.
Yeah, and okay, so it's 4R. Yeah, so I think we are right at the 50, right? With the.
Yeah, I mean this one's also pretty cool because you can see basically gaining momentum, even though like these are basically the lows. These are like three lows or the three drives. Highly effective, to be honest. Also, could be an inverse head and shoulders, with like the baseline being here, meaning like breaking. Yeah, like 4,450 is like super important. We have like a trend here. Monthly open as well. It's like, if we break, it's just gonna like rip vertically, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I think that those swing highs are providing like pretty nice confluence. So that when you flip that, then you are off to higher. Pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, so from if you go back to BTC for the CME Open, we almost had what you used to say, and which is very much true, and I would recommend everyone to like kind of test it. To basically, we almost had the weekly low from the CME Open. I think we have had one more sweep around after monthly open. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's dude. 9 out of times the move starts from the Sunday going into a monthly open.
And
CME.
Basically my week, so my working week usually starts around 8 a.m. UTC sometime. And yeah, that's when I started business week. So
yeah, look at this huge gap. I mean, these massive gaps are actually kind of more of the important ones. At least for like CME, when you get like these huge value gaps as well, that you go into a huge catalyst, they're more than likely to fill. That would also be probably the bounce that plays out in the like more index charts, because like 116k, 117k is like market resistance. So like that would fill the gap as well as it would test resistance, which is like literally like yeah.
Also, your posts. I think you've started to post on one of the most interesting days throughout the week. Wednesday, when that's ugly selling algo. Basically, the whole Asia session was a TVAP sell, right? And then I think going into London, it stopped, but then there was also follow through. And yes, so the way I was like playing the week, it was super clean from mostly from purse books to get an idea what. So I don't know. It was probably one bigger entity, I would assume, because even I think when we broke 112 for the first time, they were first quoting asks, then it was, they suddenly removed, put into or quoted bids below price, and then it was immediately, broke out. I was also trading, like scalping that. And then yesterday at 109, there was also a pretty big, like the plunge protection team just, appeared. And I also like had a long from there.
So yeah, I want to talk about the plunge protection. They've kind of changed strategies because I think more people are aware that like these bids tend to get actually like supported and tested. So what they've done now is they quote like the same bids, right? What we used to call plunge protection, and then what they'll do is they'll pull them on the way down, and then they make people like worried, and then you start to see like more sell pressure, especially like a panic kind of sell off here. And then when that panic happens and they see it in the data, they start to buy up everything. And that's literally what they do.
What happened yesterday? Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, a pretty rat move, in my opinion.
It
that's
is.
Like,
it is. Fully is just a disgrace. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, nothing really since you got like this bid will here. Yeah, 11:15. It's not surprising to see a bit of a thinner spread, especially non-farm payroll day.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about this because spot was pretty like thin and broad whole week, right? So the spot books. So I think the whole chess game was in the perps books this week. At least that's what was providing this time more clear signals, to be honest, about the intention.
No, I agree. That is true. Like go on
weird.
No time frame.
Yeah, unusual to previous weeks, to be honest, because I'm always like watching these like on a daily basis.
Yeah, true. So it started here actually. We had the TWAP swelling from spot market, right? But at the same time, we had some dude constantly quoting like 20 to 30 mil, and it was just walk-in price now, and you can see it as well. 72 mil as well.
Pretty intentional, yeah.
Yeah. And then like when he would quote low, he would do it and sell into price before he actually started to buy down here. Like he was legitimately buying here because you can tell it's the same price and was defended.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what, 12 times?
Can't hide.
No, yeah. I mean, in thin conditions, it becomes extremely obvious what they're doing. Like even on the way up, he's doing the exact same.
So therefore I was like, I think one of my long was opened at the lunch break when I saw those bids below 109, and then also when we reclaimed 110 and the weekly VWAP, I fired a second one, and that was like the whole books was supportive, so I left it open running for post daily open when I went to sleep. I don't usually do this, but to me, when we reclaimed 110, it was clear to me that we won't go back to 107 or 108.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one.
Yeah, plus when you see like confluence like that, I mean, there was so many bids as well stacked at like 108.
And when I saw that,
and then you have like the type of buyer that we call here is iceberg buyer.
Yep.
Because they're very passive, and all the sell pressure into this essentially means they're going to match all the selling pressure with their buy orders, so that they buy everything up, and then price rebounds. When you get that tends to be the low of like the week. So yeah, smart trade.
Obviously, this requires like experience of like with the quoting behavior. So that's definitely I would not recommend just only follow this, but he had a behavior of someone who was actually pulling the lines here, because it was pretty much one. I don't know who was. Obviously, we can't know, but like throughout the whole week since monthly open, it was pretty obvious that somebody, like one big group, is like pulling the triggers here.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, what kind of retail users is going to TWAP sell for like 3 days of the week and then decide to stop and then just buy like 100 to 200 mil at the low and then TWAP price all the way back up? I don't know. It takes some kind of degenerate ass firm to do that. I also wanted to share this. I'm just refreshing it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So I went over, over the 1 year. And if we focus on the green, right, we see this is the most volume and interest that's being concentrated in ETH in, I don't know, a long time. It's higher than it was during the like Trump win of election, which is massive. As well as like the volume, 24-hour volume is higher. The OI is actually lower, which is probably healthy, to be honest, for ETH. In my opinion, that's bullish for ETH, actually. As well as if I go back to trading view. This is ETH BTC as well. Higher low developing here. Obviously, it'll break trend upwards with a strong ETH today, given it's bullish for the market. Yeah, basically a bullish reset as well on the 1 day. As well as like this is the first, I guess, initial test of like one of the most important areas in ETH BTC's like history. I mean, every single time, like projecting here was very bad. This was like 2019, right? It's early 2019 during the Echo bubble, which is basically when BTC went from 3K to 14K. It then obviously went down, obviously with Bitcoin dominance. And then basically late 2020, early 2021, we saw it break up. And obviously when it really rallied, that was alt season. So for it to retest here would be, I think, very good for most alts, as in alts will start to pick up, not steam, but more strength and demand going forward. Especially if we're actually going to have like a pretty strong Q4. That's like one of the good triggers that we want to see. Wait, do they not have ETH Sol? Oh, wait, it's the other way. Yeah, it still looks like Ethereum outperformance of Sol. Not that, you know, Sol won't do really well in USD terms. Yeah, nice. It's trading back above 200. That's good. Nicely held trend. It's consolidating above the monthly open, which is pretty important. The RSI and MFIs remain pretty strong. Momentum's a little weak, especially with this like vertical price action, but like not much progress is being made. So typically that means it requires a catalyst. That could be, you know, like a one-to-one correlation with Bitcoin after a strong catalyst, or a Salt ecosystem related catalyst. Maybe that could be like pump related, since I mean, I'd have to look into tokenomics, but I think like pump has been like a positive but also negative thing for Sol over time, depending on what they do. What was one of the Aave? Aave is like a good check for DeFi. Basically consolidating since June. although high lows, marginally high. Testing, I think, not all-time high, but testing this high is pretty important. So Ave still looks decent. As well as we can go to Velo and check the market there. Sector performance. Yeah, DeFi still remains like, I think, the best performing. Okay, L2 over the past month. L1s, DeFi marginally. Gaming, AI, then probably memes. Oh, yeah, we should actually have a look at memes. That's still a downtrend, yeah, for PopCat. What about Whiff? Yeah, probably downtrend as well. At least until it breaks lower highs. As a new high, probably above like $1.30 ish. I mean, lower high, yeah, probably not lower low yet, but doesn't look great. That's interesting because like 2023 to 2024 memes dominated like without question, and now we're actually seeing the opposite. We're seeing DeFi L2 L1s dominate, especially. Like we'll have a look at up. Because this one is not doing that great. Is it ZK? Okay. Can I filter by top gainers? Let's see. L2. Okay, so ARB's doing pretty well. That's carrying the sector quite a bit. ZK did well. Oh yeah, look, it's actually reclaiming resistance here at the moment. That's good. And trend. Yes, this is nice. Yeah, momentum as well as reset. This is consolidating at a neutral level. This looks good. I would say like strength from this is probably a buy. And then easy flip around, nearly open.
Interesting day, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we have like some decent setups. We basically just need non-farm payrolls to not rug.
Yeah. No rugging is the hard.
Not rock the day and the session, yeah.
Yeah. I had a good trade idea to long red, and I closed red, and now it's up a ton. The funding rate is still negative, like
Is it this coin?
every 2 hours.
Seems pretty illiquid though, right, for size.
Oh, sorry if you hear Volin. It's my neighbor.
Bro, what is this wick?
Yeah.
Was that 30%, 40% wick? What the fuck,
Yeah.
bro?
Basically, they were listed on Upbit.
On Upbit.
Oh my god, the classic.
I'm very close with the team, and they told me like they didn't know that they are getting listed. And yesterday they acquired a project and announced it with CoinDesk or something like that. Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know, we usually see something like this, so it might follow that.
My goal is to open a long, like 5 minutes or 3 minutes before the funding grade. So apparently, like 12 minutes, 18 minutes, and close it right after the funding grade, because funding grade is negative 2% right now. The spot price is trading on a premium compared to perps. In the morning, the difference was like 20%. The premium on spot was 20%, which is kind of insane. And I hope I will make the loss back on the funding rate. I will open quite a bit of a position. We'll see. I don't know if it's smart move or stupid, but sounds.
I mean, I don't know if that's going to work, bro, to be honest, but I'm curious, actually.
I mean, you can also look at AKT, Akash. I think when they had this update listing, and also I think it's very, very good lessons learned for to like look back on certain coins that got listed on update, usually a local high. So if you zoom out, I think for 1 day or something, you can clearly see this very similar candle when it was listed on update.
So you think my trade idea is stupid, yeah?
I think no, maybe 1 day. If you zoom more out, it was probably sometime last year. Should go. Where is it? Some Bybit.
This is Bybit. Was it before June?
I think it was sometime last year. Let me check. Maybe on Gate.io, you've got a more comprehensive chart. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, 22nd of April, 2024. Yeah, that one. Yep. Or 23rd, yeah. It was looking at the weekly candles, yeah.
Okay, so it kind of filled some of the value gap, and then
local
very clear flat top. Yeah, makes sense.
Because they were not notorious, these upbeat listings.
Yeah, it's basically like demand, which then a lot of funds usually dump into.
Correct.
I wanted to look at Zico since that was positive still. Whoops. Yeah, what was I doodling on this? What the fuck? Oh, I kind of played out. I expected that pullback, yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll just draw this kind of good. So it's high. What's my magnet? It's been respected so far. That's pretty good. So this would be like another pair to watch essentially for strength, because pretty clear test confluence here. These highs as well as monthly open and trend. So yeah, I mean your target area is basically around here. What are you doing, Michael? Sounds like you're breaking your desk. Is that piano?
Violin, I think.
It's violin. Yeah, apparently someone, a new neighbor moved in and The
Practicing.
past week, I can enjoy violin for free, and but they play.
You get free classical music. Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty
It's like
good
a
though. Like it could be a beginner, but it's definitely unexperienced person. So I don't mind. Yeah.
I've got like
Fair enough.
vibes when it's like an intro for the session or for the day for the market or for BDC with like a dramatic intro music.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they like me or they will like me because I'm throwing a party on Saturday, and there will be like a DJ, house music, and basically we stay until the police come and kick me out.
Well, until the police show up.
So I think that the taste of music will be different. Uh,
You're gonna get some angry person knocking at your door,
bro,
probably.
like my apartment is 45 square meters, and I invited like 55 people.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yes.
that's like what literally that's more than one person per meter. What? How's that gonna
Yeah,
work?
it's like Project X, and people like actually it became a meme because friend of mine, there's a If Warsaw conference in Poland now, and friend of mine created a side event and added it to the list of official side events of If Warsaw, and he put the location as the most luxury building in Warsaw, and everyone is trying to get signed up, and the event basically doesn't exist. Yeah, and yesterday when I went to some site events, people were approaching me if I could approve them. And the more I say there is no event, the more people believe there is one. So yeah, kind of funny.
Ah, interesting. I mean, I have seen the movie, so I know what you're referencing.
Yeah, actually now the price on perps is higher than on spot on red, but the funding rate remains 2% negative, and it will be settled in 10 minutes. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I'm either gonna lose money again or make money. It's a gamble.
Well, I mean, hopefully make money, man.
Yeah, hopefully, man. I'm tired of losing recently.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I think ADA actually looks good. Like ADA looks compelling. Like you got, this like classic like vertical resistance as well as like flat highs here with the yearly open. Curve bottom. It's also technically a high low. I mean, if we get bullish price action, we're going to see some stupid candle probably.
I just looked at BNB recently, and it looks pretty correlated because but yeah, more like on a daily BNB looks like it wants to roll over, but yeah, barring a catalyst, of course. Yeah, a
I
little
mean,
bit
yeah,
ish.
initial loss of trend here. Hasn't lost the lows. It's sort of been defended, but it looks a little weak. Yeah, it's well like weakness, the momentum. Like it basically lost it here. But I mean, like not really in terms of. It looks more like consolidation to me, to be honest. You have like a pretty obvious flaw someone's creating, like 144. Like yeah, I mean, like losing that on a 1 day, which is basically the candle closes below, right? And then it's retested, and the second candle closes below it as well. That would be like your confirmation that you're going to get a sizable pullback. Other than that, it just looks like it's consolidating to me.
Also for BNB, I tend to look at the round numbers and like just do the plays in between, just catch the majority of the legs. It's been respecting
Oh,
pretty
fair enough.
yeah, pretty well.
Yeah, so you'd play like 800,
700,
900.
yeah, 800, 700, yeah, correct. So that's usually a good way to look at it, even with fib, but yeah, just simply with the round numbers as well.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see it at like 1K though.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna head there. Just
Yeah.
matter of time.
You know what? Wait, 2021 altcoins. Oh, you can do historical snapshots. Oh, that's cool. I actually did not know this.
You don't?
I guess
Yeah,
we
no,
can see
yeah, it's pretty useful.
dot. Dot still probably looks like ass.
Oh my god, look at those prices. Jeez.
It's been in a downtrend like literally since. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we have like super clean vertical resistance to play with. As well as like initial low, higher low, maybe higher low. So, like if we're, trading above here, I'd be interested getting like some of there and then I would like rip probably. That high being the target. I forgot to stream my screen. My bad, but I was talking about this. It's like vertical resistance. And these lows. Initial low, high low, high low. And this high being the target. Like call it $5. Yeah, Michael.
Yeah.
Mute, please.
But then me? Sorry.
Can you mute Mr. Typey Typey?
Oh, sorry. Oh, again. I'm very sorry, man.
Well, good. Okay, so that was Dot. Dot was 9th. Dogecoin was 10th, trading at 20 cents. Holy shit. Dot was $35 then. And it's $3 now. Damn, that's crazy. That's actually nuts. Yeah, that's a high. High low. Chop, chop, chop. Maybe that. It tends to do that kind of price action. Interesting. Not too bad. Consolidation. This is resetting lower as well. Oh yeah, AVAX. Has strength on the weekly. Low. Yeah, this is like significant resistance. That's basically range shopping. So we had, this is probably the low. Low below the consolidation. We had that wick out before it ran up to the high again. Consolidating here. A grind up to the high would be pretty nice. Third tap as well, so it could be a breakout. That's something to watch to end of year. It's also a flip trend. Not bad. Whoops. Yeah, Richard, what's the funniest coiny spot here? In this snapshot, which does not really exist anymore.
I guess like Luna, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's so funny that it's still there. What else?
Wasn't that something like, I don't know, I saw something a little bit ago that Bitcoin Cash died or something like that. Like no one minds it anymore, I think. Oh, TRX. I forgot about that. Is Justin still T-WAPing that? Yes, he is.
Some momentum loss for sure.
Yeah, big momentum loss.
In the meantime, by the way, just yeah, for BTC, I'm just starting to see like quoting to pin price going into NFP. They started to appear. You know, it's the top of the hour, so reasonable. Usually, this is the time when it really starts getting tight. And perps mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Some spot too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's around the same.
Even
yeah,
higher.
Expected.
If you look at on perps, I think.
What, this one?
No, I think on perps, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the expected range. I mean, this is like, if you reach that, like MMs are basically, I think, positive delta. Up here, they're like negative because they sell. I mean, that's like the extremities of the range, like 108 and like 116 at the moment. Yeah, non-farm payrolls will definitely increase that, though.
It's Binance.
Yeah, someone's
right on the right for you. It's not aggregate. Yeah. It just okay. Just I see a little bit slightly different on Trading Light. Maybe I'll send you a snapshot. Maybe just different the heat map settings.
This is what I use.
Yeah. Let me just send you.
There's still a TWAP bar as well. A Binance spot. Like, that's why price is still standing. It's because someone's TWAPing it. Whoops.
I sent you on the Discord DM, Skew, the Trading Light, what I see at the moment for Binance Purse.
All right.
And that's what I mean, like fresh quoting, mostly asks.
The funding rate didn't work out.
Didn't?
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, I tried. It's fine, but overall, I am in red on this trade. But yeah, it's okay.
I have so many tabs open. I close a bunch. Oh my god, no way.
No way. No, this cannot be true.
Dude, they're 100% gonna manipulate it. Like, no way.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Preview median estimate 75k, focus on revisions. Yeah. I think the expectation is it's going to be revised up, something like that.
That's so classic.
Yeah.
That now I see why my phone was like buzzing.
Yeah. Also, did you guys see this? Breakout got bought by Kraken. Huge.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I didn't expect. I mean, I expected them to get acquired in a matter of time. But I mean, for it to be from Kraken X, it just shows they're actually trying to compete directly with Coinbase now. In my opinion, it's a very strategic move. Yeah, X stocks,
Aspirational.
tokenized stocks as well. Yeah, they're trying to outcompete Coinbase.
That's huge, yeah.
Huh. Whoever is in charge of the account is a genius. That's actually very good.
Yeah.
This might actually be the reason why Bitcoin's going up, because the BLS data, because they think it's going to be like manipulated. Wait, let me see if gold reacted to that news. I'm gonna laugh if it did. No, it didn't. I mean, it did like fuck all.
I wonder if, based off of this news, algos switch into defensive mode. Yeah.
Probably not. They'll like people will manually have to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like jumping out of my longs, like, below the 50-day EMA. Like, it was, I'm rather flat going into the NFP. It's not worth this time, when there's such a huge focus on it.
Tesla to award Musk an unparalleled $1 trillion. The fuck? Wait, propose the 1 trillion compensation. What the fuck? Yeah, I actually do want to check pump.
Actually, pump looks good. I've been thinking about buying
Yeah,
it like
pump
2
looks
days
very good.
ago, but I was like, I was tired of the market and didn't pull the trigger. But basically, the rotation from Solana to pump seems like a trade to me.
From Solana to pump. That's interesting. Like why?
Why? Because
Better return.
why is Solana rising right now? So the expectations are of the pump fund airdrop. But if they do the airdrop, like there will be the wealth effect in the trenches, so people will start doing a lot of volume again, and like pump fund is what, like 1/4 of the hyperliquid FDV, and they do about half of the revenue in the past 30 days. Obviously,
Yeah, in terms of buyback.
my problem with Pamplon is the dishonest and low integrity team, and I'm not afraid to say that because like what I miss is like a clear standpoint. How do buybacks work? Like simple question. In hyperliquid, on hyperliquid, it's very clear. With hype, 19% of the revenue goes to the token. Here they buy, you don't know when, you don't know how much, what's the percentage of the revenue. It's unclear for me, and that was the main reason why I didn't pull the trigger, because if they said okay, like 75% or 80% is going to the token, I would be loaded with that token to like I don't know, 25% of my folio. But at this point, like it just, I don't trust the team. Yeah.
Fair point. Fair enough as well.
Because obviously it's a cash money, it's a cash cow. Like they milk and they milk and they milk, and they can do it for much longer. Although I'm bullish Sol, I think Solana will perform pretty well. Probably the Sol if is the bottom is in. Like market is completely not pricing the ETF approval, and I can see a world where Solana pumps like 260 or 80 even, just like if pumped from like what, 2400 to 3400, when if ETF was overlooked and market wasn't pricing it in.
Oh yeah. I don't think anyone's pricing in the whole ETF effects yet, to be honest.
Yeah, same with Pengu. Like they postponed the decision to meet October. Can't remember the exact date now, but it also seems like, price didn't move, no one cares. And these are the trades I really like to take, because the downside usually is very limited. But if you really catch the wave, when you're really right and they approve that, the hype is getting real.
Right. I made this squiggly months ago. Kind of inaccurate. Well, I mean, Pengu kind of it definitely made a local top. It's a matter of where it got that low. Sort of trying to form one, yeah, like here. But when it comes to like all these alts, one of the biggest reasons I don't touch them for like a considerable amount of time is typically when you get a slow bleed with a downtrend, like low highs, like that. You would have to break that eye here, make a new one for me to then be bullish on it. All right,
This
what's
is
this?
enough trading for me for today.
It'd be fun if they got hacked or something and it got leaked. Probably not though.
Have you seen the post with CA from Galaxy? Like
A what
they
from
basically
Galaxy?
say they put on chain silver, but I was afraid to check it, like to buy, because I thought maybe they are hacked and it's just a honeypot or something like this.
I mean, there technically has been digital gold and silver for like a while. Do they tweet about this?
Yeah, I believe so.
What, this Galaxy, right? Michael.
Wait a second, sorry. Yeah,
Can hold Galaxy on chain on Solana. I know a lot of people short this pair. Yeah, I mean, it's in like a downtrend at the moment.
I have some calls option for November, I think, or January. Let me check. Maybe October for Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if the market picks up again this month, those will mature
Yeah.
quite nicely.
October. I just bought them because someone told me to do so. I put like, small amount of money, so I don't care that much.
Fair enough. I mean, my guess is you probably get some bottom here. Like September, October bottoms, and then it goes back up in November.
Yeah, they will probably turn worthless at the bottom.
Bro. Pain.
Nah, it's fine, man. It's fine, man. It's all good.
When you said worthless, I thought of oil for some reason. So, bro, it's just like probably one of the most boring shots to look at, to be honest. I mean, it's like just consolidated here for years. Long term downtrend though, for sure. Like, I mean, lower. It'll pick up if we get growth again. Basically, that'll be the kicker. Energy will tick up again with growth, economic growth. Otherwise, like slow bleed lower.
It's gonna be an interesting couple minutes in like 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, they haven't said anything more, have they? U.S. yields dip amid BLS. Yeah, yeah. They okay. That tells me that the bond traders expect them manipulating it.
100%. Yeah, it's just pure. It's so classic. I always love how many things can happen within like short amount of time frame in like 30 minutes.
the world's greatest economy, as they say.
Gosh, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I like this tweet. Nobody wants to get fired for this month's numbers.
They rather surrender.
Yep. Yeah, otherwise they're going to get like a whole mouthful from Trump. And then probably fired like what was it, Warren? I forget which Fed got fired, quote unquote fired.
Or the Cook isn't she?
Was it a Cook? Okay, it was Cook. Yeah,
I think
it was
Cook.
I honestly forgot it.
Yeah, it's just so comedy. Data retrieval tools are currently not available. U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm curious. Do people like us streaming on X more, or would they like Twitch more?
I've never been a fan of Twitch, like if you ask me.
I mean, it's only good to stream on Twitch because of the user base, basically, and because it's like normally familiar.
Sure.
However, I will say the success of Thread Guy, especially on X, is a pretty good example.
Yeah.
He streams only on X, right? Or does he do multi-streaming?
Things are starting to move. Interesting. So some asks got quoted with like bigger size above 113. The previous ones got pulled, but yeah, and they got moved closer to price actually.
Yeah, someone is shorting and selling into this.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I can see it's visible on yours. So. Yeah, both spot and perps, as I can see. Yeah.
Yep. It could be following ES. My guess is probably the same as ES.
Oh yeah, you mean correlation algos? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely correlation.
You see, Lutnick blames BLS issues on old leadership.
Wait, who blamed them?
Lutnick, Howard Lutnick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like seeing these posts as well. These like graphics are fucking hilarious. You have Warren, you got this guy, I forget his name, and then JFK. Oh, Bernie, right? They're pretty funny. Would you see that from the Walter account? Yeah. Reaction guide, NFA scenarios. Yeah, like 0% to 1%. 0 change is -1. Okay. What are the expected? Let's see. Consensus is 75.
Also the forecast, I guess.
Yeah, consensus is 75. So 75 to 100K would be plus 75%. Interesting. And they have lower as only 50%. I feel like lower they would have like what, 1 or 2%, because it would mean guaranteed cuts and maybe higher size. Interesting.
Just a couple minutes.
I'll set this up and then I will open the order book as well. No, that should be good.
Two-year treasury yield falls to 3.55%, lowest since April 7th.
Yeah. There's going to be some weird shenanigans.
Yeah, best time of the week.
Yeah, there's definitely passive asks being quoted. You can as well see from that. And Spot does have a slight premium.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Any more headlines? If I were to guess, it's either going to be like 55 or 60,000 or like 80,000.
Oh, so okay. So which direction? All right.
Like it's either going to be like a beat or a mess, probably.
Well,
I am just speculating. One minute. Maybe it's going to spike. Oh, holy shit, it's 22K. That's a fat
What?
miss.
damn.
Okay, yeah. Actual,
God, that's-
that should be 4.4%. Average hourly earnings dropped. That's the same. Participation, basically the same. Same. Government payrolls. Okay, so that could be a huge piece of it, the government payroll drop. Manufacturing dropped. Private dropped too. Damn. Yeah, and like we spiked almost directly towards. Oh, yeah. Those got tagged. So my guess, the market's going to bet on a 50 basis point cut now, probably. What did the 2-year do? Probably nuked.
well orchestrated.
Yeah. Yeah, holy shit. Okay, this nuked. It might get brought up a little bit.
Nice whipsaw.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. A huge short got blown out. About 100 mil. It asks, as well as that spiked there as well. Oh, look, we got a Darth Maul. I haven't seen one of these in a while. That's where you sweep the bid liquidity and the ass liquidity.
Correct. Yeah, bid liquidity at the session VWAP. Right at the session VWAP. Another one is the 50-day EMA. Swept well properly. It makes sense. I mean, closest liquidity quoted from each side.
Yep. Yep. This is also going to be pretty volatile. Holy shit. Did you see what happened to the 30? Yeah.
Ooh.
What the fuck? So someone shorted the shit out of the 30. What the fuck? That's what, 200 basis point move? What the fuck? Did it do it on the 10? Didn't. Maybe it's the data issue. Yeah, weird. Euro also is going to be really important, yeah. Yeah, okay, so Euro is ripping. Okay. That's FYI, that's actually good for Bitcoin. Because when Euro and gold are strong, those are the two strong, like, positive correlations for Bitcoin basically going up. The third would be ES. Then we've had a lot of volume, yeah. It's like highest volume in a long time.
Yeah, some positions are closing off both direction, I guess.
On net revisions subtracted 21,000 compared to the prior month. Okay, so if they added negative revisions, they want a bigger rate cut. Huh. I guess the market's trying to sniff out if it's a 50 basis point cut. Yeah. Guaranteed rate cut.
Pretty much. Or like, yeah.
Yeah, October they're betting on as well another.
It was 53 a day ago. The October, or which one was it?
Basically betting until cuts until March next year, as of currently. Let's see what this was.
Yeah, 53. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, now we basically have the confirmation the cutting cycle begins. as well. Like if employment or payroll data in general are big misses from now on, it's going to be probably negative for the market, because it'll be more on the lines of like recessionary. That's the outlier to be aware of. Otherwise, I expect like decent dips to be bought up. It's still, yeah, it's gonna chop, I think, until probably like 10 a.m. 10, maybe latest like 12. A lot of the moves have started around 12 p.m. like New York time.
It's a post line break maybe. Oh.
Yeah, that's probably when I'll check back in like a couple hours.
Can see a huge fresh bid at I think 111,900. So like 112 basically. Yeah, still pinned. So I think we need to give it some time to sort itself out.
Oh yeah. No, this. So yeah, in perps, this is basically the sweep bid liquidity. It's swept both ways, and what they do is they just kind of like cap it here, and then they just like farm the fuck out of everyone trying to position into this. And then the actual move later happens when boomers decide what they want to do. So that's equities. Yeah, otherwise I think, damn, GG. Bigger miss than I thought.
I think also like gold made a move, right? So as I can see.
Oh yeah, gold would have moved a ton.
No.
I haven't checked.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, gold's running. Yeah, that makes sense. Gold as well will be running because greater cuts, so we could all, as well as like inflation probably.
Oh yeah, and you know what? Like I thought, this might drain our stock liquidity from BTC mostly. What I'm interested about.
Maybe, yeah.
But I mean, but throughout the whole week, I mean, from 107 till 113, that's not a bad range to trade in for the week. So I can't complain, even though I thought BTC would be more muted due to the gold move.
Yeah, I mean, like the problem I have with BTC is this is technically a high. So like, yeah, we could see another dip, towards like daily open probably, like 110. We would want to see that be defended a fuck ton, but like losing this low again probably wouldn't be good because then it opens the gates to lower. So like a really tight consolidation and dip is what you want to see for like a strong Bitcoin. But I mean, yeah, like to be honest, I'm looking to buy like a decent dip into this trend, especially when it's like reinforced with I don't know, something like this, like like decent
depth. Yep.
Yeah, it's something like that. We see a buyer essentially creating the bottom. Yeah. Otherwise, good stream. Is Michael here?
Hopefully. But you're
Of course I am. Of course I am. I just muted so you guys aren't irritated with my keyboard.
True.
Yeah.
Any shitcoins you want me to look up before we wrap up the stream?
No shitcoins this time, man. I'm sorry. On-chain is that there's no volume on Solana.
I saw some. This
Yeah,
reminds me
card.
to ask you. I saw that quite a few posts about like volume, active traders, and like active decks is basically being dead on Solana at the moment.
Yeah, the only big banger was basically cards, and my friends quoted quite early at 100 mil FDV, and I think it hit like 500 mil FDV today. So
Oh,
we
wow,
had
it's
the stream
5x.
on Tuesday. Actually, I will try to cut that part and post, so we do a little bit of flexing how good we are. I know one of them bought it for sure. So yeah, 5x in 3 days, not bad at all. But I really hate the cards. I think it's like, really boring meta. I've never been playing, never been fan of it. So base 16Z tweeted like a banger tweet, like literally I couldn't say anything better. So like, crypto traders were thinking like what could be even less attractive to women than trading crypto, and they came up with Pokemon cards on chain. And yeah, I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
good one.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
next week, guys. See ya.
Take care.
Take care.
Okay, so I
Wait, did
think
he end it?
no, maybe he just exited.